Hey, good morning from California. Um, so on the screen here, everyone knows I have this test site called Share Fun Facts, and I've basically been using ZimWriter's bulk blog writer to create all these. I have hidden markers on here that I can see in the back end on which version I used and when I uploaded it. And a few other things. I saved some of the settings and all that stuff. So I'm really fascinating with this new release and creating these custom outlines. I've literally just blindly allowed this to run with these terms and create these content. So basically, I'd always find a concept. So I was studying sciences. So I went to Wikipedia and I found all the major sciences, different types of science. Branches of science. So I went there and then I broke those down into formal sciences, and then I broke those down even more. So I'm in the formal sciences area and I just copy those. So I put fun facts about data science, fun facts about earth science, fun facts about information technology science, or whatever. And so that just generates and allows ZimWriter to make its queries. I use like everybody else, and you're limited based on its knowledge that AI has. This content isn't edited. I don't put it through Grammarly. I don't do any of that. It's been AdWord approved for months and months and months. I get hits and clicks periodically. Who knows? I also use Affy.ai, I think is what it is. I should get an affiliate with these guys. I talk about their plugin all the time. People ask me what I use, and this is what I use. It's actually a really cool tool. And so this is what handles these products here automatically. AI goes in, generates them, pulls them. You can use different APIs to access Alibaba, AliExpress, eBay, Amazon, whatever, and it can go out and get comparative prices for you, and you have options, whether you have an API or not. You just need an account, I think. And so all this is just default output from ZimWriter. And now I'm really excited. I started working yesterday, I guess, on creating some custom outlines that could really shine in this type of a situation. And so I'm playing with that. I'm going to run a few test runs, see how that works out, and go. Another thing that I'm in the process of doing is I am going to buy three new test domains probably, and then one I'll share with the channel. And I'm going to build that out and run it on the channel and take input and show people a process that I'll do. And I'm going to do two things. Maybe I'll make all three public and share them all. I have a client that I'm working with that we may take over. They're in the medical industry and they're a startup. And this is a lot about how I work. I find companies that are startups and I gladly take over their marketing for them because they're just engineers or programmers, designers, whatever, doctors, researchers. And advertising isn't their thing. Social media for many of them really isn't their thing. And so those are my money sites. Those are my sites. People ask I'm in YMYL. It's because I'm in the medical industry. And basically I target market medical equipment to establishments and doctors and alternative health practitioners, stuff like that. So I market products to specific people. They're still public websites and blogs as supporting articles, but my avenues and channels are different from years of working in Silicon Valley. I know a lot of people up there, and I get a lot of emails saying, hey, this company's starting up. So people know me, and so I get a lot of insider information like, hey, this company's starting up, or I got a friend moving over to the startup over here, or someone's helping funding this, so they went to a pre-IPO for that. And so it really gives me an inside edge in that world. And that's really all I do. That's the advantage I take of there. So one of these I may make public. The only downside of this is I know there's jealousy and hate in the world, and I'm worried about negative attacks or impacts from competitors or something like that, or maybe even just because it's me personally, who knows. So I don't know. I'm contemplating that, and I'll discuss that with them. And if I go that direction, I'll let you all know. And then next, so I want some input down below in the comments. Give me a niche. Tell me what niche I should make a website on. Let's build it out, check it out. We'll start it out informational maybe, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. We could try different techniques on it too. We could try something like sorry, got a message. We could try things like Avalanche, or we can try things like maybe like a service demo. I can maybe make a website that is all no follow, because it won't be a real business, and I'll just make the whole website no follow, no crawl, and I'll set up a local service industry. That might be a good idea too. Then that will, maybe I'll put that on a domain, because at first I was thinking I'd do that on a subdomain, but I think what I'll do is I will do that on a domain. I'll buy a domain for that. And everything that we teach in the classes or that I discuss here on the channel, I can actually implement there and allow people to see the different techniques. I do use different tools that I don't necessarily cover in the ZimWriter course, because I try and really keep that focus just on using ZimWriter and free tools and all options. Not everyone can afford these big monthly fees to these SaaS programs. And so I really try and keep that very focused on the usage of ZimWriter, unique usages of it, and specific use cases that people ask me about. This will be a little bit more different. This I will actually go more in depth in showing specific techniques, other tools that I have access to, and maybe even some other contacts. I am working with a YouTuber. He's from one of the SEO groups that I've become friends with. And I discussed with him in the past, I was like, hey, I want to use one of ZimWriter's features. I want to use the Penny Arcade. So I want to use the Penny Arcade. So he has a test site that he uses on his channel. And I said, hey, look, bro, I would love to basically use ZimWriter, which he's used ZimWriter, and I think he even did a review on it one time on his channel. And I will create outlines, these custom outlines, but I'm going to use Penny Arcade, focusing on his URLs. He gave me permission, all that good stuff. I was like, hey, I would like to do this and show off Matt's software, because it's very unique. There's nothing really out there that gives this mass bulk opportunity to create either, build some authority for a site or just create some new content, because you have maybe not all the greatest research tools. And that's the biggest, coolest thing about the Penny Arcade is, as long as you know someone's XML file of their data, you're good. You just copy their sitemap, grab their URLs, and drop them in. But the limitations of Penny Arcade became prevalent. You started to see how a certain percentage of them would have to be reworked a lot. But with these new custom outlines that Matt's added to the new version of ZimWriter, I'm really excited about that. I've set a couple, and I think I'm trying to create some generic ones that can be used almost in any instance or case because the informational articles I'm going to be scraping, do I really want to go through and edit those and figure out what URLs I want to use? Or should I just blindly trust? And so I'm trying to be very creative and go, rather than filtering the URL list for things that will only work for a custom outline, I'm trying to find something that might be usable for all. but that SEO optimized special function there, brilliant. Right on, Matt. That was just absolutely brilliant. So do me a favor, like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will obviously do something with the description down below. This whole doing YouTube channel personally and trying to do all this myself, all new. And so I'm having a blast. Anyways, thank you all. It is, what is this? It's now 10 a.m. in the morning. I will get this posted up here in a few minutes. And I will be available on Facebook until probably 10 p.m. if you need me.